I'm just letting go of my kids now. It's interesting. It's quite hard. Mm-hmm. Go make your own mistakes. I'm here if you need me. You know what I mean?
Sure. And I think that's another job of a parent, which is rather than, it's very easy out of protection to control the child. But I think our job as parents, and this is my humble opinion, but it's to let them make their mistakes and let them trust their instincts and let them think for themselves and become independent, kind, generous, loving people. Love takes many forms. And I believe love is setting boundaries, mentoring your kids by offering them great ideas and giving them great experiences. I learned this from Jackie Kennedy. She said, I'm not just a parent of my children, I'm a developer of my children. And based on her lead, I was a single father and my kids were 2 and 4. And we went to this shop and bought backpacks and we traveled together through Europe. And I took them to the Louvre to see the Mona Lisa, 2 and 4. And they were like, oh, Daddy, it's so small, And then we did some overnight train trips. And then I took them here to London. I took them to Rome. And so I think it's important that we develop children. I love traveling with kids, and people say, well, my kids are too young. You're planting seeds. So I would say expose kids to great art, expose kids to great music, expose kids to great experiences. I think of Joseph P. Kennedy, the patriarch of the Kennedy family, when the Kennedy kids were just kids. When someone interesting would come to dinner, the kids were expected to be at the table and participate in the conversation. I think it's very easy to say, okay, this interesting guest is over for dinner, kids go watch TV or play with your devices, which brings me to another thing. This is just my opinion, but the time you have a little window of opportunity with family and especially kids, and when it closes, it's hard to open it up again. I do see, not judging, just reporting, but a lot of families, let's say in restaurants, and everyone's on their digital device. And I just think, you'll never get that time again with the kids. And once in a while, I think, but if it's a daily practice where you're so exhausted that you're just saying, here's the iPad or here's the digital device, I don't know if it's the greatest way to raise kids. And then also a part of a blueprint maybe is I think you just do have to show tough love and set clear boundaries and not be liked. I think if all you're trying to do is be liked by your kids, you're doing your kids a disservice. And even in our other relationships, I think we get into huge dangers just by wanting to be liked by everyone. I think leadership and living a high-functioning human life is not about being liked, it's about doing what you think is right.